Listen, life is a self-repairing, self-rewriting badass of a machine. DNA isn't afraid of mistakes, it depends on them. Your cells, they're not sitting there praying for perfection. They're surfing chaos, scanning for typos, fixing the lethal ones, and keeping the juicy ones that might just make you stronger. A perfect DNA strand is as useful as a perfectly preserved sandwich, locked in a glass case, never touched, never eaten, and utterly useless for feeding anyone. You already do this. You learn to walk by falling. Your brain said, gravity still works. Let's try that again, but with more balance. When you talk, your mouth stumbles on words sometimes. Your brain auto-corrects mid-sentence and keeps going. You've been running adaptive error correction since before you could wipe your nose. So how can you do it in new ways? In business, ship the damn project before it's perfect. Let the market give you the mutations that you didn't think of. In relationships, stop pretending you've got to get every conversation right. Repair in real time. Keep the mismatches that deepen intimacy. In self-talk, catch the thought that says, I'm not ready yet, and mutate it into I'm evolving as I go. Why is this so important? Science says evolution, it's error correction. Without it, bacteria never becomes antibiotic resistant. Your immune system never learns a new virus. Humans never adapt to new climates. Without adaptive correction, extinction isn't possible, it's inevitable. Philosophy says perfection is death wearing a smile. Stability without fluctuation is collapse. Your own life says every good thing you have came from an iteration that wasn't the final draft. So why are you afraid to do it? Because somewhere, some teacher or parent or boss, they made you feel like a mistake was a sin. They trained you to worship flawless execution over fearless experimentation. And so you avoided the very process that made them possible. Trial, error, evolution. The karma of refusing this. You repeat the same year of life over and over, calling it experience, while the rest of the world mutates ahead of you. In hypnosis and NLP, confusion isn't a bug. It's the crack in the wall where new wiring gets installed. DNA does this chemically, introducing uncertainty so repair enzymes can get creative. Your brain does it cognitively, destabilizing the old patterns so you can plant the seed of a new one. The top patterns to interrupt. Waiting until it's perfect before acting. Treating feedback like an insult instead of a free evolution accelerator. Thinking a bad result means you're bad. Avoiding hard conversations because you might mess them up. You've already survived 1,000 wrong turns and came out breathing. Now imagine what happens when you stop fearing the next one and start engineering them. Life doesn't care if you look stupid. It cares if you adapt. The tree that refuses to bend in the storm doesn't win because it stayed straight. It snaps in half. The river doesn't apologize for changing course. It finds the fastest way forward and it carves a canyon doing it. If you keep chasing the fantasy of perfect, you're choosing a sterile lab over a living jungle. And when the climate shifts, biological, emotional, economic, you'll be a fossil while others are still dancing. So from now on, every time you feel the sting of a mistake, your unconscious, it automatically starts scanning. What do I keep? What do I repair? What do I amplify? And every time you repair, you get stronger. Every time you keep the right mutation, you get smarter. Every time you act before you're ready, you evolve faster than the ones still polishing the damn feathers for a flight they'll never take. Life is adaptive error correction. The only people who try to live without it are dead, either literally or in spirit. You're now wired to notice your mismatches, not as shame, but as the raw material for your next upgrade.